welcome to CL Season 16, Round 4, here at Istanbul Park for the Turkish C-Prix. I'm joined today by CL champion Guzzi Man.
Hello.
Hello. We got 3 laps of qualifying ahead of us. What do you think will be pole time?
I think it's gonna be a maybe a 33:80, I would say.
Ooh, be
There
very
are some quick
interesting to
drivers
find
there.
out. We've got a lot of talented drivers here. A lot of drivers that could surprise us as well. Krustanet and JL managed a pole position time of 33.90. But was that a fluke, or will that be something he can recreate? That's what we'll have to see. We've got a bunch of people. Oh, Batuko is out on provisional pole, the JL race winner. Oh no, it's Yoa by 100 who's actually on provisional pole. We've got a few drivers with questionable connection we'll have to monitor throughout the race. That's Yoa, Johnny, and Tomatoes. Jaruni is using some sort of connection tool, but from the sounds of it, he was completely fine in the connection check. So that shouldn't be an issue, hopefully. BZS also teleported in AL and disconnected from AL, so that will also have to be watched out for. And now second lap, Johnny is up into provisional pole at 34.17. Yo, 33.78! And that ping disparity is just really making him surprise the rest of the grid with his quali pace. But other than him, it's great performances from the VLP, second and third as it stands. Krustanet, 4th, Skibbity, 5th, Sujuk, 6th. Other than Yoa and Johnny, this second and third row completely filled out by mobile drivers. And final lap now, here we go, .95 from Krustanet, Tomatoes up to .20, Bana up to .38, and we'll have a rundown of the quali results. Guzzi, if you could run us down.
Yeah, as we can see, we got Yua on pole position with an incredible lap, with a 33.78. Then on the front row joining him, we got Krustanet, and then we got Johnny Fruit, Tomatoes, Batuko, Bana, Sejush, Pan, Skibbity, and PP for the top 10. And we got The Gamer, Suicide, Glow, Juan, VCS, Jaruni, Kiato, and Goose in last place.
Yeah, we've got a few ties here. Glow and Suicide tied for P12. And Pan and Sejuk tied for P7. So it'll be interesting to see how the game resolves those. Here we go. 11 laps of fully wet conditions ahead of us. PP starting from pole. Skibbity right behind him. Then Pan, Sejuk, Bana, Batuko. Oh, what happened?
Some server lag.
Oh.
Probably from my side.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. Oh, 4 wide. Pan on the receiving end of that. Batuko, Johnny now passing Pan and Bana. Oh, Batuko with a mistake. Johnny passing PP, Skibbity, and Sejuk have ran away. I believe the two of them are good friends outside of the races. And look at them, they're first and second. Skibbity slowing down actually for Sejuk. Interestingly enough, slowing down to be behind him. Pan in third now. Johnny, Batuko, Yoa.
Oh, and we have Suicide into the pit wall there.
Ooh.
Oh, there's huge carnage in the back.
Oh, yeah, keep us updated on all the chaos in the midfield and the back. Right now, the podium sitters have slightly run away with, I think. Maybe Yoa does have the slip of Pan. Oh, definitely does have the slip of Pan now. Looking for an overtake, squeezing around the outside. Oh my, and Batuko, Bana, and Johnny are there with him as well. Bana, this is an incredible start for him in CL. Yeah, he's been working hard the entire weekend. But the top two have certainly separated. Skibbity and Sejuk are having a nice calm sprint for now as we are through into lap 3. Batuko might be looking for a move on Yoa, backs out of it. I think he's going to try and focus on slipping him instead. I had a weird feeling in my throat.
Oh, and
Bana forces... I think Bana forced off Johnny and Pan there and now made a mistake. I think he was letting through Johnny, but Pan's still behind him, and now Do Gamer. Yeah, Do Gamer, Kiato, Tomatoes, they're all within that pack with Pan, and it's gone completely wrong for Pan with that incident earlier getting caught by Yoa because of the mistake, and now he's down fighting for sprint points instead of a sprint podium as Johnny catches the back of Yoa here. Batuko has already passed him and they're looking to try and catch Skibidi and Sujuk ahead. It is currently a mobile podium lockout with Yoa and Johnny not too far behind. Kiato now leading the second pack with Bana behind him, Pan, Tomatoes and Do Gamer. That is all your...
Tomatoes off that.
Croston is out.
DNF.
Croston is out. First DNF. He was down the order. Maybe didn't have too great a start. Maybe he'll be back for the feature where he qualified high instead of starting from 9th, of course, because the sprint reverse top 10. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Was it a left a game or was it a left a race and left a game?
I didn't see.
Batuko's caught Skibidi and Sujuk, and now the top 5 are all in it to win it. Oh, Skibidi makes a mistake. Batuko heads the back of him. Sujuk allowed to run away again. Interesting developments here. Skibidi looking to, I think, try and chase him down. Batuko, Yoa, and Johnny still right behind him. Yoa's connection looks pretty decent. Pan is up in 6th with Kiato behind him. They ran away from Tomatoes, Dogamer, and Glow, who are getting co-opted by Jiruni as well. Oh, big mistake from Skibidi. Oh, and he blocks Johnny behind him. Skibidi is the reserve for VLP, of course. Oh, and he's blocking him again, and Pan gets past Skibidi, and Kiato is also looking to get past. And this is just quite a big miscommunication, but at least you can't say there's team orders going on, as Batuko has caught to the back of Sujuk, and those two drivers that technically fought for the JL win are now fighting for the CL sprint win here. Batuko down the inside of Sujuk. Sujuk gives him the space. Batuko now giving them the space on the inside if he would choose to accept it, but he does not. He stays behind. He doesn't have the traction. Batuko is now out in the lead of the sprint, and Yoa is not too far behind him on the podium positions. Johnny fighting with Pan for P4. Kiato and Skibidi also present within that pack. Kiato with that dive bomb forces Pan a bit wide and loses the pack. Johnny potentially, as Skibidi is just on the outskirts of the slipstream. Batuko still on the lead of the sprint. Sujuk and Yoa following behind. Johnny leading the second pack. And then in 8th we've got Dogamer. Jiruni down the inside of Dogamer. Dogamer around the... What the hell was that? That was... Wow. I'm not sure why he thought that was an acceptable move to make there. And he just forced Jero off, and I think Tomatoes was the other one he forced off.
Yeah.
And now he's gone deep into the hairpin, and he lets them pass, I think, there. He does change the line, so maybe it was a mistake earlier. He does let Jero and Glow pass this time. Jero on the outside of Glow, looking to make the move. Oh, it's a bit tough for the chicanes here, of course, though. Gamer and Tomatoes back into it. Let's see any updates up ahead. I think Batuko's ran away from Sujuk and Yoa.
Oh. Yeah.
And with less than 3 laps remaining, this might be key to the sprint victory. Johnny's also run away from Kiato, Skibidi, and Pan. Pan's actually... I don't think he's with Skibidi and Kiato. Oh, Kiato! Pan as well! Oh my!
What is going on in that chicane?
Lots of drivers are going haywire here. In the final laps of the sprint is Jero and Tomatoes and Glow and Dogamer, and that's nearly 4 wide. You could say that is certainly 3 wide. Jiruni looking to try and profit off of it round the outside. He is out into the lead of this pack. Meanwhile, Batuko has completely ran away from Yoa and Sujuk. Only less than 2 laps remaining. Can Yoa or Sujuk catch back up? Johnny is trying his best to try and catch them as he ran away from the pack up ahead, and he's got them in his sight.
Kiato makes another mistake.
Ooh, but he's still within that pack of Skibidi and Pan, able to get a P5 potentially. It's all down to this final lap here. Skibidi, Pan, Kiato fighting for it. Glow is now leading this pack with Dogamer, Jiruni, and Tomatoes. And I think Yoa might be within slip of Batuko here. Oh, maybe not.
A bit too far.
It's all about this final turn. Batuko, I think, hits the chicane, but it's not enough. Batuko with the sprint victory. His first CL win, I believe. And it's Yoa followed by Sujuk, Johnny Fu, and P4 nearly got on the podium. Pan, Kiato, Skibidi, Dogamer, Glow, Jiruni with a final points position. Tomatoes just outside. Bana 12th. Quan 13th, PP 14th, Suicide 15th, VZS 16th, and Game On Goose crosses the line in 17th position, crossed the net, or only DNF. Yoa with the fastest lap. What did you make of that sprint?
That was a really intense race there in the top pack with the top, I would say, 7 drivers, and a great comeback from Chiaro from P17 to P6. Great race from him.
Yeah, that was pretty good considering his qualifying position.
Yeah, and of course a great race from Batuk as well. His first win. Congratulations to that. So I guess we just got to see what's to come in the future race.
Exactly, the feature race, 29 laps if I'm not mistaken, completely dry, 2 compound rule applies. So,
Yep.
Tougher challenge, and we'll see how our drivers manage to deal with that. Here we go, 29 laps ahead of us. 29 laps ahead of us here for the feature race, and Yoa will be starting from pole. We've got Cross the Net followed by Johnny, Tomatoes, Batuko, Bana, Sujuk, and Pan, and Sujuk and Pan overtaking Pana early on. Yoa out with the lead at the current moment. Johnny's made his way past Cross the Net, does however twitch a bit there, unfortunately. Okay, seems to calm down a bit. Yoa's looking to run away with it. The VLP's in second and third as it stands, and look at the little bit of commotion there for the chicane. So many drivers driving it very close to proximity to each other, but it looks to be a much calmer start to the race, at least for now. Oh, Pan goes out with Tomatoes!
Tomatoes.
Oh my!
And Pan is so again. Oh, this is
turning into a weekend to forget for Pan and JL, and now in the CL races as well, as VLP are looking to extend. I think they're in the Constructors League. Extend their lead over HRT, especially with Jeru also being at the back of the pack due to a poor qualifying performance. Him and Pan are actually fighting now with the legendary 164.
Keanu making, 4 overtakes on the back straight.
Oh, 4 overtakes. Where is he? 9th. Yeah, he's looking to make his way up. Quali doesn't bother him. What bothers him is the race results, and he finished, what was it, 5th or 6th in the sprint? It does force PP off there. Poor Cratfield. It's not been this season at all so far, I don't think.
Definitely not.
Yoa still on the lead. Johnny and Batuko following him. Johnny, the fastest lap, currently at 34.22. Let's make some slight errors there in the chicanes, but does hold on to the slip, I think. But yeah, the podium setters have kind of run away with it, and we've got the same pairing here, Skibidi and Sujuk, driving together again. If you remember, they ran away together at the start of the sprint, and cooperated with each other, of course. Crossing it behind them, so that is, top 6 has 4 mobile drivers. Behind the mobile drivers are DoGamer right behind in the slip of Cross the Net, and Kiato in 8th. Bana in 9th, 10th. Jiruni already making his way back up the grid, similar to Kiato, and the 2 VOs behind them of Suicide and Tomatoes in the final points position. Oh, Suicide, what happened there? Did he just turn in late? PP now up into the points position as a result of that. Pan in 14th at the current
wide, and Suicide is back.
Oh, but Tuchel's lost Johnny and Yoa, and he's made another mistake here, and now he's gonna have to focus really hard because he doesn't have that crutch of the slipstream to help him along. It's all about his own pace, and Sujuk and Skibidi. Oh, Skibidi's actually lost Sujuk. Sujuk will be looking to try and catch Batuko, especially as Batuko's softs start to wear more and more, but the same goes for Yoa, and Johnny will be looking to take that lead.
Skibidi makes a mistake, and it's SRA against Bobcat right now for P5.
Yeah, SRA against Bobcat. Only time we saw Eurus so far this season was Ricardo Tormo. Today his teammate Crossnet drives, as well as Skibidi, the super sub of CL at the current moment. And they're fighting the SRAs. Oh, Kiato sends them both! Why? Jesus! DoGamer profits off of that. Don't want to make any conspiracy theories, but hopefully Kiato didn't do that on purpose.
Let's hope not. Maybe he locked up his front tires.
Yeah,
Ow.
I feel like it's more of a mistake anyway.
He
But
did give the positions back, it looks like.
that's good, but it did, however, gain a lot for Do Gamer.
It
But
did.
you could say if Do Gamer was second or third in that pack, he could have been on the receiving end of that. Yoa is finally into the pits, but Tuco's staying out for an 8th lap on the soft tires. It's really risky. Something you'd probably only see UL drivers attempt most of the time, because it just loses a lot of time. Johnny out in the lead. Sujuk in third. Yoa. Oh, Yoa's twitching a bit.
Yeah,
I'm not
he's
seeing any
just-
teleports. Well, okay. Seems to have
It's looking
stabilized.
good.
He's catching up to
He's
Sujuk.
catching, yeah. Let's
Yeah, it
see
looks
now,
fine now.
Batuko into the pits.
Batuko finally into the pits. Sujuk looking to hold on to this sort of second position for now ahead of Yoa. Batuko exits the pits on hards. Oh, and this is probably very important. Yoa exited the pits. He had clean air. Batuko's in a pack with a lot of worn tire. Oh, look at that! Around the outside.
Around the outside.
Expertly deals with the situation, and I doubt that any of them will try any silly moves. Well, Jera and Skibidi. Oh, Skibidi, and, well, there I said it too early.
The commentator curse.
The commentator's curse.
Yeah.
Johnny is out in the lead on 10 lap old mediums, but look at that, he's only 4 seconds ahead of Yoa, which means he will exit out behind him. He might exit out. I don't think he'll exit out into traffic actually. He might exit out with Batuko. So Juk in third, still on lap 10 old mediums as well. Batuko has managed to make his way back up into fourth, but look at that, it's 5 second gap between him and Yoa now. And he's still fighting with Tomatoes and Crustinet, the two of them, on worn hard tires. And Tomatoes is not giving up. Oh, now he's backed out. He backed out at the last possible second there, it looks like. As he battles Crustinet for P5 now. And Johnny has pitted, and Johnny has actually pitted free. Oh, Skibidi's out! I don't think this is the first time we saw him pit once and just leave.
No.
Maybe issues with traffic again. Johnny Foot tries to squeeze around the outside. Oh, finds some space on the inside instead of Sujuk. And there he goes. Sujuk on lap 11 mediums. What is this man's strategy?
He's pushing them.
Finally into the pits. He's out on another set of mediums, which would indicate he's going 11 again and maybe soft 7 to me. I'm not sure though. Crossnet out in fourth, still on those worn hard tires. But yeah, Johnny has lost 4 to 5 seconds on Yoa on that undercut. Of course, on slower tires, even if they're fresher as well. And Batuko's lost about 3 seconds to Johnny. So those gaps have opened up. However, as it stands, they're looking quite comfortably to finish all of them in the podium. So I don't think they will be complaining too much about it. Johnny Foot just probably really wants to get that first win finally. And, well, unfortunately for him, he's not done it just yet. He's led the championship, I believe, for 2 rounds in a row now with not a single CL win. And I think Jera was second in the championship, also hasn't won a single time just yet. Out of the top 2 teams of VLP and HRT, only Pan has managed a sprint victory, I believe, in Tormo it was. And, yeah, no other race wins for them.
Batuko with the sprint win today.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Batuko the sprint win today. As yeah, so that's only 2 sprint wins in 4 rounds and no feature wins between VLP and HRT, the 2 teams fighting for the constructors title. Very interesting to see how long that goes on for us. We see Game on Goose Pit there, Yoa lapping him. With 35.17, let's compare some lap times. Johnny Fu, 34.67 on his hard tires. The wear is definitely starting to be felt by Yoa in that case. Maybe by Batuko a little bit too, 35.32 for him. So he's just looking to hold on to the podium more likely. I don't think He's outpacing Johnny Fu at the current moment, unfortunately for him. Do Gamer and Sujuk and Krustanet and Jirudi are in this little pack for P4. I think Krustanet and Jiru could be argued to be within. Oh, Krustanet's lost the slip now. Can you tell us anything you've seen?
Nah, nothing new. Just a lot of spread, except the back of the pack though, with VCS, Suicide Glow, and Juan all battling around here.
Oh
All
yeah.
on different tires and different. Oh, and Juan goes for the move. Is VCS gonna send it?
Ooh.
Yes,
Oh,
they will.
okay,
But he
okay.
keeps
Keeps
Juan
enough
on the
space for
track.
him. Honestly, very good respect from VZS there. Tried his hardest to keep a clean move for the hairpin.
Some good battles there, but nothing
Yeah,
else.
Juan
Nothing
was.
new. Maybe the P4 fight is something.
Oh,
Eyes up
Yoa pets
one
from the
though.
lead. Johnny is through into first. Batuko is actually still nearly 4 seconds behind Yoa
Oh,
after that second pit. Yoa has acquired a crazy gap on the rest of the field, but does that? Yeah, I think Yoa's going for a free stopper as a result of this gap.
oof, interesting.
Which means maybe at the end, him and Johnny will be closer together, but on the other hand, that's only because Yoa acquired this gap to begin with.
Yeah.
That you can afford to go for it. Krostanet and Sujuk look to be the ones fighting for P4. Jera and Dogamer only for P6. Jera's got really worn tires, and he goes into the pits. Thankfully, doesn't take in Dogamer with him. Dogamer stays careful and vigilant, although his tires have also seen better days. Tomatoes in 7th. Pan has managed to make his way back up into P8. His comeback has to be admired as very, very easily within points. He'll be looking to try and gain some more time, but of course his softs are wearing Kiatos, hards are wearing Jera, not too far behind them currently. Johnny is still holding on to that race lead for now as Yoa tries to catch up on him. Yoa's gained nearly a second on Johnny Fu last lap, and he's certainly gained the slipstream this lap, especially
Yes,
now.
he has.
Yep, there he goes. I think he'll be looking. Oh, overtake on the inside.
Back on the inside.
Johnny Fu might be wanting to try and slipstream Yoa, see if he can hold on to it, see if he can gain some time back as a result of it. Batuko is 6 seconds behind them. Krostanet, however, is catching up. He's less than 2 seconds behind Batuko, so Batuko's got a pit off of those hard tires soon. He's not pitting just yet. Krostanet's pitting, so that will be an undercut, which also has to be considered. Sujuk is 1.4 seconds behind Batuko right now as the A-lines. Oh, what was...
Don't know
Krostanet saying... Interesting commentary from...
I think, in the car.
Maybe while pitting, he accidentally opened the chat.
Who knows, maybe.
But he still comes out in 6. I wonder if he's lost any time to that. Jera's in 7th. Dogamer, followed by Pan. Bana in 10th at the current moment with worn hard tires. Yoa has, of course, taken the lead, and Johnny's slipstreaming him. And I think Johnny's doing a very good job of it so far. You can see the gain you can get from slipstreaming someone, as Batuko has now lost a second, maybe a second and a half to them extra, 2 seconds even. And Sujuk is also catching up to him on slightly fresher, slightly faster tires. Batuko is almost certainly pitting this lap, and I think he's pitting for softs 8 to finish off. Johnny Fu also probably pitting. Oh no, but he's pitting mediums 8. He's going careful, he's going cautious.
Batuko's staying out for one more lap.
And one more lap, he's going softs then, surely. Soft 7, that's a very interesting choice from him. Krostanet, you'll have to catch up to Krostanet, and that's probably part of the reason why he wants to go for softs, to have that pace advantage on Krostanet's mediums that will be fairly worn by then, but not really too much. And when will Yoa pit is also a good question. Surely he'll have to pit this lap, maybe next lap. Either way, Johnny Fu's going to come out ahead. Again, I didn't see any. So maybe it is on your side. Sujuk is into the pits. Batuko stays out for another lap.
Oh.
And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, what is he doing?
He's gonna get undercut probably by Sujuk.
Oh, he's definitely gonna get undercut. And I feel like, well, maybe he trusts in soft 6 more. But Krostanet is now 4.5 seconds beyond him. He's going to get undercut by Sujuk, maybe by Jera and Tomatoes at this point. He's going to be pitting out. into some pretty heavy traffic. And now surely Batuko finally into the pits. Yes, he
Yeah.
does go into the pits. You know who doesn't? Yoa. Yoa doesn't. He can't
He's gotta
stay
go
out
for
on those
one more lap.
softs to the very end. He's gonna
That's
have at
risky.
least a 4-lap softs then. At most as 4-lap soft. And makes a mistake now as well. That's also important to consider. And Batuko has come out behind Krostanet and Sujuk. And Sujuk doesn't have that much worse tires than Batuko, so I think Batuko...
One lap.
Oh, there we go. Yoa finally into the pits. Where will Johnny come out in relation? It's just ahead of him. And Yoa's got the freshest softs a man could ask for. And now it's going to be a Johnny v Yoa battle again. Will Johnny get revenge for Ricardo Tormo, or will Yoa torment him yet again? Can you see any other battles going on? Batuko's overtaken Sujuk, but made a mistake there. They're side by side.
Could Krasnett hold on to the P3?
That's an interesting question. I think if Batuko and Sujuk battle too much, if they don't slip each other and cooperate a bit, I think Krostanet could take that podium. But it looks like Sujuk has backed out. I think he's letting Batuko... Oh, big mistake from Batuko. And I think, yeah, Batuko should let Sujuk past here, but that already costs them a lot as Yoa and Johnny fight for the race win here. Johnny on mediums 8, Yoa on softs 5. Both of these drivers pit a bit later in order to make sure that they've got really good tires for the end. And I think Yoa's softs 5 will beat Johnny's mediums 8 at the end. And Sujuk and Batuko have lost another second to Krostanet, and Krostanet might be able to get away with a podium here. He's got worn medium tires. Oh, makes a mistake on turn 2. Loses a second, I believe. And let's see behind them, Tomatoes. Behind Tomatoes, Jiruni on very much more worn hards than Tomatoes Sauce. Still Gamer in 8th, Pan in 9th, and Kiao has ended up in 10th in the end. Not sure what happened there. Johnny and Yo are side by side. They're still battling out. Sujuk and Batuko trying their hardest to catch up. To Krostanet up ahead is 1.5 second gap. It's 2 laps, less than 2 laps remaining as Yo and Johnny continue fighting for the win. Yo of a mistake, Johnny unable to get past. Sujuk and Batuko continue closing down. Oh, Krostanet, big mistake, and they're within slip range now, surely. And Sujuk is there, and Sujuk does the overtake on Krostanet. There he goes into 3rd position. Batuko's also on the inside of Krostanet here, and both of them manage to go side by side with the hairpin, and all 3 are within this pack for P3. Johnny and Yoa, this is the final lap. Can Johnny beat Yoa here? Remember, Yoa's got that extra ping as well. Johnny needs to make sure he finishes ahead of him, I think, in order.
Is the way to make the move. Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny makes the move round the outside of Yoa. Will he be able to make it? Oh, Yoa. Oh my god. Oh, and Johnny in the end forced by. Oh, Yoa slows down for him. But still, Yoa with the victory. And
still a win.
Oh, it's pretty wide. Batuko and Sujuk go off. Krostanet with the podium. P4 for Batuko, P5 for Sujuk, P6 for Tomatoes, P7 Jeru, Do Gamer, Pan, and Kiato. And holy shit, that was so confusing of an ending. Batuko and Sujuk went off on a hairpin. Krostanet utilized the same move Batuko did in the JL race in order to get that podium. And meanwhile, Yoa, Johnny, just calamity on that hairpin and that chicane after, and Yoa slowed down. And yeah, that is very confusing finish. What do you make of it?
What happened there? Very, very intense race. I love the battles between, of course, Johnny and Yoa. That was a great finish. I don't really know what happened in the end there, but I guess we'll just have to ask Yoa himself after this. But yeah, no, it was a great race. Somehow climbed to points for both of them. Same with HRT, even though Pan had a bit of an unfortunate race, we could say. Glow on his debut, P13. Not bad, not bad. It's a
He's
good debut.
just missing out on the feature points, unfortunately for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very close.
Bana, however, Bana got points as independent. Good job on Bana.
Indeed.
Good job also on Juan, 11th. It's not raced in a while. But yeah, Yoa with the fastest lap, the feature race victory. A VLP once again, I think once again at, well, not last sprint, but they've certainly finished 2-4 before, and they again extend their lead
Yeah.
over HRT. Uh, and yeah, Tomatoes, underrated P6 there. Spanish Raiders and HRT both managing double top 10, so good job on them as well. We'll see you all next week for round 5 at St. Aria for the Japanese C-Prix. See you then.